Hey guys, so today I'm doing a natural everyday makeup video. This video is actually super requested on my boyfriend's vlog channel and multiple videos, as well as like my social media platforms as well, like my Instagram, Twitter. I think someone sent me a message on Tumblr about it too as well, but I'll link all those below too if you want to check those out. One more thing that I wanted to say before we get started is that I wanted to thank everyone who's so sweet in the comment section of my boyfriend's vlogs, asking me to do videos and saying that you guys would watch them and stuff. So thank you so much. I really appreciate like how nice so many of you are. And without further ado, let's get started into this video. If you want to see how I made this look, continue watching. So I don't normally prime my skin, but today I'm going to use my Tarte BB Tinted Treatment 12-Hour Primer, and this is in the color Fair. I think right now I'm closer to the color Light, but the foundation I have is very dark, so I'm mixing it with another one, and then I'm using this light one as well. I just use my fingers to apply it, typically. Primer, I feel like you don't really have to be too picky about how you apply it, because it just goes on under your the rest of your makeup. But if you like putting that on with a brush, you know, it's you do that. So for foundation, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin in the shade 4.0, which is like my darkest summer color with like fake tan on top of that. I'm so pale. But since it's so dark and I'm not that dark right now, I'm mixing it with a little sample of NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the color Duville. It's light 4. So about this much to this much. And then I use my beauty blender and I sort of mix it together. And oh no, I think I made it a little bit dark. Oh well. Over the summer, I was using the NARS Tinted Moisturizer a lot. That was sort of like my go-to summer foundation-y thing. But now that I have this on, we move on to, let's do eyebrows next. I use the Smashbox Brow Tech Gloss Stick in the color Brunettes. I just got this, and when I first used it, I didn't really like it just because it was glossy. I didn't realize it was glossy. I got it in like one of those little Sephora favorites boxes where they have like a bunch of different eyebrow products that you can try out. It's really been growing on me the more I use it. I just brush out my brows first to create like a better line to put the brow stuff in. And brows are like pretty self-explanatory. I just do like a little line on the bottom, a little line on the top, and then fill it in. And I like to do both of my brows at the same time because I feel like for me, it sort of helps me match them a little bit better rather than doing one brow and finishing it and then doing the other brow and finishing it. I sort of go back and forth between the two, and I feel like they look more similar. I use the little spoolie brush a lot to blend the product in because I think that gives a much more natural look than a super harsh brow. Ooh, what should we go in with next? Next we're going to use our the YSL Touch Eclat, and this is in 3.5. I maybe could go with a lighter color in this one, but I don't think that this is really that bad. If I can ever open it. So this stuff is not a concealer, it's like a brightening pen, but I don't really use concealer that much, so I use it like sort of in place of concealer. So normally I'll do like 3 clicks and then put it on as if I was putting on concealer, just in the places that need a little bit of brightening. And then I'm also going to use it and go around the brows just to clean up I have to say though, I really like this stuff. It is pretty expensive, but it's lasted me so far like 2 months, and I feel like for one of these clicky pens, that's a really long time. Especially like using it as much as I do every single day. Then I'll just blend that out again. I normally use my fingers to blend this out just because I think it looks a little bit more natural. And it's a little bit easier for me. I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to brushes. I do though use my sponge around the brows. So here's foundation and concealer type thing and brows. Next we'll do blush. So this is the Becca Beach Tint in Guava. You literally use the teeny tiniest amount of this, like that much. And normally what I do is I put one on one finger and then a little bit on each finger, and then I do 3 dots and then swirl it. And my cheeks get really pink when I rub them, so the pink is gonna die down a little bit. Like, it looks really bright right now, but it gets more natural when my cheeks unflush. For my eyes, I just use 2 NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. The first one I'm going to use is Sparkle Nude. I just literally put this all over my lid. This is so simple. It's like so fast and easy. I actually honestly started doing this because it was like a lazy morning and I just wanted to put on makeup really fast. And I was like, oh wow, this actually looks pretty good. I actually kind of like this. So this one does have like little glitters, but I find that they kind of disappear really quickly. I don't know if it's just because they get covered in other product or they fall off or what, but I don't find like glitters down here. They just kind of disappear. But if you don't like that there's little glitters, you could probably get a different color. I think Yogurt is more of a shimmer than has little glitters, so you could probably use that. I also use Sparkle Nude under my eye as well. I drop everything for the second color, Iced Mocha. And this one, I'm just gonna sort of use it as like my crease color slash eyeliner. So I put in a little bit like it's eyeliner, and then I use it in the crease a little bit. I just go like halfway in like that, and a little bit on the bottom, probably just like a third of the way in on the bottom. I feel like I might be making like really weird faces, so then you just blend it out and it looks so much better. I just like pat it with my finger around the edges. Then I curl my lashes. I haven't been using eyeliner lately just because I feel like when you're doing like a quick, easy, natural face, eyeliner can be a little tricky and sometimes it doesn't come off as being very natural. For mascara, actually let's do highlight first. So for highlight, I've been using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is just like a little sample-y tube. This stuff is amazing. I'm just going to squirt a teeny bit of this on my hand, and then using a Sephora concealer brush, I'm going to take a little bit of that and just plop it down. I'm going to go back and like blend it over with my finger so I'm not too picky about how it looks when I first put it down. And then I put a little bit on the bridge of my nose and on my lips. And then under the brow, just to highlight the brow bone a little bit. As well as in the corner of my eyes. And whenever I highlight the inner corner of my eyes, I like to sort of bring it out just a little bit on the bottom, because I feel like it opens up your eyes a little bit nicer. And I'm just going to use my finger and blend that out so it's like more natural looking and dewy. And then the same on the cheeks. I almost forgot one of the most important parts of my brows. This wouldn't be a YouTube tutorial if I didn't have an Anastasia product, right? So I'm using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I'm just using that to set my brows. Because out of all the brow gels I've tried, the Anastasia one really is the best. And then last but not least, well maybe least, I'm using the NARS Audacious Mascara. And I have such mixed feelings about this mascara. Like when you first put it on, it is beautiful and the wand is amazing and everything and it looks great. But like 3 hours later, it already starts to flake, and by the end of the night, you just have flakes all under here. I don't know, I've still been using it because I love how it looks. It's just the flaking is killing me. I know they have a waterproof version as well, which I'm sure is much better at that, but I hate waterproof mascaras because they're so hard to get off. And my eyes are really sensitive to a lot of eye makeup removers, even though they're like specifically for eyes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on because I've talked about it enough. But like, see how great it works? Like my lashes look amazing right now. And of course, like I'm still using it. I'm like saying, oh, I don't like that it flakes, but I'm still using it because it's an expensive mascara and I don't want to just throw it away. Even though I got a discount on it. But I'm not going to throw it away because this is my little Marc Jacobs, what is this? Light Filtering Contour Powder in the number 40 Mirage filter. This is like a really beautiful, like I guess shade and light contouring and light powder, and I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. But I just use this a little bit under my eyes. I probably should have done this before I did like my blush and everything else and like my highlight, but I forgot. This dark shade is so pigmented. You literally need to go like dink dink and then tap it off and you still get like a harsh line. So you have to be really careful putting it on. Like I've had some of the videos of Eric's vlogs wearing this stuff and I look back at it and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't blend my bronzer. So I just put that a little bit in my cheekbones and blend it out and pull it up to like the outer corners of my face. Alright, that's it. This is the finished look. If you guys liked this video and want to see more of these makeup-y videos, I have a few more in mind that I want to do, but comment below too, like what sort of things that you guys want to see makeup-wise for me, because I'm not a makeup artist, clearly, but I do work with makeup artists a lot, so I've picked up little tips, and I've always loved playing with makeup. And if you're not already, please subscribe because that would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you in the next video.